Hey, what's up guys, Brad here, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another Legacy Duelist Link Evolution video. So, we are playing some online PvP, we're going up against a guy called Julian, and we're using pure Thunder Dragons, which is going to be fun because I haven't played too much with them, but they seem pretty good, and we really automatically have this very good start because we can either go for like the Brilliant Fusions thing, or we can go for Allure of Darkness, which is going to give us a draw 2, which immediately is going to let us actually banish a Thunder Dragon Roar from our hand, and Dragon Roar is going to activate and let us get out a monster from our deck. So I'm going to go for Dragon Dark. Yeah, let's go for Dragon Dark because Dragon Dark is going to let us get a search off when we do eventually use this guy to go in for a summon. So don't want to do that. I'm going to then summon our Gem Knight Amber, so we now have our 2 Thunder monsters on the field very nice and easily. We can now go for a Link Summon into some Summoner. So this deck, Thunder Dragon Pure, it's very straightforward, I feel like. There's a lot of cards that do a lot of things. They all kind of revolve around banishing against its graveyard and getting effects off when that happens. So Dragon Dark is now in the grave. We can use Dragon Dark to actually search out for a monster, and I'm going to search out for a Thunder Dragon Hawk because he's the one that lets you discard 2 special summon from the graveyard, so very nice card there. Then we're going to use Brilliant Fusion, yeah, so we can go Brilliant Fusion and summon into our Gem Knight Prisma Aura, which we're literally using this card to be a material to go into one of our Thunder Dragons. So we're going to put into the graveyard. Who do I want in the graveyard really? I don't particularly want Dragon Duo. And I feel like, let's get Roar because Roar's in our banished zone, so we can't really do too much with it. Okay, no, we could have brought it back with Dragon Hawk, but regardless, we've got our Gem Knight Prism Aura out. So, first up, we can then use this to go into a Thunder Dragon Titan. So we can use this and one of our Thunder Dragon eggs in our hand, or Dragon Matrix, to go into a Thunder Dragon Titan. That's going to give us a pop on the field every time a Thunder Dragon effect activates in the hand, and it's also going to give us a pretty big boy. Dragon Matrix can then be used to search out itself, so we can have another one in hand, which means we're set up for the next 2 turns. We're then going to use Dragon Hawk, just so we can get out another guy on board. So that's going to give us access to we might as well. We already got the effect off of Dragon. We've already got the effect off of all these. So it doesn't really matter which one we actually go for. So I'm just gonna go for a Dragon Roar. Probably should have gone for the one that's banished, but I didn't, unfortunately. Little bit of a misplay there. And then we can use that to go into a Colossus. So this is the one that's going to stop everyone from adding anything from their deck to the hand except by drawing them. So if he was playing Pot of Greed, he could do that, but Colossus is going to stop any searching from monsters or spell and trap cards. And then we're going to go for one more Thunder Dragon Colossus using our Summoner, because there's no point in us using it for its effect because we have already used link markers. So might as well get this guy out and put him in defense mode, and we are pretty good. We have a Dragon Matrix in hand for whenever Julian decides to do something, and we have an Allure of Darkness for next turn when we inevitably manage to get something out. So we're going to see what Julian's playing. It's a Yami Yugi, and it's a 47 card deck, which is pretty whack. Setting 1 face down and Swords of Revealing Light. Okay, anime deck player. End phase, we're going to activate the effect of Dragon Matrix, which is going to power up one of our Thunder Dragon Colossuses. We're then going to, of course, use the effect of Titan, which is going to let us pop one of his cards, and we're going to obviously get rid of the face down card. It was a Giant Soldier of Stone, so we are playing against an anime deck player, unfortunately, but really this video is kind of to show you guys how good this deck can be, and just kind of the field you can kind of do with it. So turn 1, we got a very good board on, and we've actually managed to clear everything our opponent set out to do. So they've, we've gotten rid of their swords, their face downs, dragon, all of it. Like we got rid of all of it. So now we can just do this, just in case. We're gonna go Allure. We're gonna draw 2, and if we draw into a Dark, which we didn't do, doesn't matter. it does not matter because we have won the duel in this turn. We have 3,000 attack point monsters on the field, which is more than enough to win this. So that was a very, very easy duel there against our boy Julian. I'm sorry you were playing an anime deck, I'm so sorry. But there we go, right, so you opponent's left the match, you win. Gonna try and get in one more live duel in this one because that was a very, very quick duel, and again, the opponent didn't really play anything too insane, so let's go and try the next duel. Okay, so up against another duel robot called Mallow. We're going to go first, of course. I feel like when you're playing against someone who has the duel robot as their character profile for their deck, they might be playing a more competitive deck because they don't really care about assigning a character to it, whereas if you're playing a character deck or an anime deck, then you're more likely to do so. So we have immediately a very, very, very good hand. So we can go Batteryman Solar, normal summon this. When he's summoned, we get to put something from our deck to the graveyard. So we also have Dragon Roar, which lets us, so we'll just have a look at our hand real quick. We have Dragon Roar, which lets us add one of your Thunder Dragon cards to your hand. So I'm going to actually send Dragon Hawk to the graveyard, because that's going to let us open up a very spicy combo. We can then use Dragon Roar's effect to actually get back to our hand a Thunder Dragon Hawk, which is really, really nice. Then we can go and use Dragon Hawk's effect to discard that in order to special summon the Dragon Roar that's in our graveyard. And that's going to really start the whole play off for this turn. So we've summoned our guy. Solar's going to activate and give us access to a token, which is a Thunder type, which means we do get to use our Summoner in our extra deck to go for a Link Summon using this guy, and of course the Batteryman Solar, because there's no real need. We don't get any benefit off using Dragon Roar because we've already used Dragon Roar's effect this turn. So we'll just get our Summoner out and see where we can go from there. So we do have Dragon Duo in our hand, which is quite nice. And we also have Thunder Dragon Fusion in our hand as well. We can't do anything with this yet, but what we can do is go straight into a Thunder Dragon Colossus using our Dragon Roar. So we'll do that. We'll summon out our Colossus, so now he can't really do any searching, which means we'll probably end up getting a Rage Quitter, which would be fun because I recorded for 3 hours earlier and didn't manage to really finish a duel. But now we should theoretically, yep. So now our Dragon Duo is live to be summoned. And this guy is pretty good for the most part. But we can go for a Thunder Dragon Fusion. So what we can really do here is we can go for a Thunder Dragon Titan using the Dragon Duo in our hand. Or we can risk it. I'm going to risk it by playing a Lure of Darkness and seeing what we draw into. So I really don't want to get rid of the Dragon Duo, but we're going to have to. So that's fine. That's fine for the moment. We don't really want to have to do that. That's kind of like a going second card, is when you really want to see that. But what we can do now is we can go, hey, let's summon Titan by using these two up. So maybe next time we should have saved the Gem Knight for a normal summon, but don't particularly need it. So we can go for our Titan, summon you there, and now we can then use the Thunder Dragon Fusion in our hand, which is going to let us go into a Thunder Dragon, should let us go into Thunder Dragon Titan again. So go Dragon Titan, we'll be able to use the Thunder Dragon Colossus as banished, and we'll also be able to bring back the Dragon Duo and the Dragon Roar, I guess. There we go, yeah. So these three back into the deck. I probably should have saved the Dragon Duo or whatever, but you know, sometimes you misplay, but we'll get this out and be able to get out another Dragon Titan, which is not the best right now, honestly, because we don't have access to anything in our hand to actually trigger its effect off, which is a bit annoying until our next turn, so we don't really have anything to use there. But we can always end on, finally, a Colossus and have 3 big boys on the field and have multiple protections in the graveyard with, you know, Titans and Colossus, and also have access with Thunder Dragon Fusion for, I believe, a search on our next turn. So, just going to quickly check that out if I can. During your main phase, except turn this will set to graveyard, banish this card, add one Thunder Dragon monster from your deck to hand. So any Thunder monster, that's pretty insane. We get a search next turn. We can guarantee normal summon, we can guarantee getting a card in hand to use with Titan to pop cards on the field. And I'm not too I believe, I wonder whether you can, I don't think you can chain both these together. So say I activate one Thunder Dragon effect in hand, I could then use both Titans to pop. I don't think you can, but this should be interesting to see what Mallow does, because he can't really, if he has anything to kind of like try and pop these guys, we have some protection, but not too much. And we have nothing in hand to use to actually destroy anything until next turn, so that's a bit annoying, but we'll have to wait and see, or will he just scoop up as he tries to work out how the hell he's going to beat this board. Okay, Dark Hole, he figured, you know what, we're going to use Dark Hole, so we have enough to kind of protect from this, I think. So we've got Titan, which can get rid of any 2 cards in our graveyard, so we can go banish you 2. No, banishing the Search isn't really what we want to do, but we have to kind of do it. Titan will then banish another 2, and we need to make sure the Thunder in the graveyard to use with our Thunder Dragon Colossus. And Colossus is actually going to trigger the effect of Dragon Hawk, which might be beneficial to us this turn, because we can then use Dragon Hawk to shuffle our hand into the deck, and hopefully that will give us a Dragon Dark or an effect Veiler that's actually honestly very, very good, because we don't have anything that outright negates the effect of monsters, so effect Veiler in this case was actually a very, very good draw. Now, if he has another Dark Hole, then immediately we kind of are screwed because we have no protection from it. So this all depends on what he kind of gets at. Is he just going to like do set 1 pass? Is he going to set a monster face down as well? Like, I feel like I might want to take back that comment on people with a robot don't play anime decks, because they might just be if they're running Dark Hole and a 42 card deck, but I don't know. Okay, Vice Dragon, right, so you can special this guy out, that's fine. This all depends on what he kind of, if he goes for a Synchro Summon, or whether that's just like his turn, because by itself, I guess that's enough to survive the turn if we don't draw a Thunder. If we draw a Thunder Dragon card, then we might be in a very, very good spot. If we kept the Thunder Dragon Fusion in our graveyard, we'd have been able to pop that. But that back row is a bit more worrying right now. It could be a Drowning Mirror Force, could be a normal Mirror Force if they really want to play that or something. But yeah, and setting 1 as well. This is the thing, like, especially with decks that have no real theme, you can't really guess what that is. You can't guess what that is or what that is. Whereas like if you're playing against like a Trickstar player or a Sky Striker player, you could at least like kind of guess. There we go, Thunder Dragon Fusion as well, so that's not too bad. Jar of Greed, of course it's Jar of Greed. I've seen way too many Elixir Doors deck pros on YouTube running Jar of Greed for some reason, which doesn't make any sense to me personally, but okay, I guess. So this would get us access to a 3rd Thunder Dragon Titan, which we don't really want. So I feel like we're in a very good position right now. Just for being able to get rid of things. Obviously, we do want some protection, but we haven't got any right now, which is, I don't think it's going to be an issue unless this is like a Cyber Jar or something stupid, which it might be. That'd be kind of insane if it was a Cyber Jar, but then I think that's banned anyway. Yakugaya Panda, okay. It's bringing back some memories of like my first KC Cup deck or World Championship deck for Duel Links back in the day. But attacking for 3200 in the face. Has he got anything in hand? No, he doesn't. Okay. We should be pretty good. We should be pretty golden. I also have to say, a big props for this guy for not surrendering. You know, like plenty of people could surrender right now. They could surrender the second they saw Batteryman Solo come down the field, or, you know, a Dragon Hawk being played or whatever. But mad props to this guy for actually just like staying in and seeing if he can pull out a win. That said, he might just end up rage quitting right now. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what he's got up his sleeve for this turn.
10 seconds later.
And there we go. Your opponent surrendered. I guess that's all you can kind of expect really from people against this deck, because it is one of the most degenerate decks on the ladder that you'll kind of come up against, and really, it's just very, very good. So let's have a look at the deck. I wish you could kind of make it so you could see it's better. So We're running to Ash Blossom. We didn't see this card, but you will know Ash Blossom is a very, very good hand trap. That if you're doing anything with the deck, if your opponent's doing anything with the deck, play this, negate the effect. Really, really good. Battleman Solo is going to be a combo starter for us. It gets a Thunder Dragon into the graveyard. That can then get its effect off, or have it set up there for things like BLS to be used to be banished to get its effect off. We're also running Effect Vader. You could run things like Infinite Impermanence as well if you had it, but this is a much cheaper option, and just negating a monster effect on the field, very, very good. We have 2 copies of Gemini Amber. That's going to be used for our Brilliant Fusion, and just in general as another Thunder monster to normal summon, just in case we need it. We then have 2 Ghost Ogre, because again, very, very good a hand trap that negates an effect, or doesn't negate the effect, but it just destroys the card that's being played, but doesn't negate the effect. So if it's a monster on the field activating its effect, it clears the monster from the board. Very, very nice. Thunder Dragon, of course, that's only being used to search things out, or to be used as fodder for Thunder Dragon Titan, so it's kind of needed. Thunder Dragon Dark, you can discard it to search out itself, or if it's banished, you search any Thunder Dragon card you want. Very, very nice. Then we have Dragon Duo. That's going to be a going second card for when your opponent has a board established already. Just again, another BLS kind of card, banishing 1 light and 1 dark, and it can allow you to search if you destroy a monster, so very, very nice. Then we have Dragon Hawk, which lets you special summon a Thunder Dragon from your graveyard or that's banished, or if it is banished, you can then shuffle cards in your hand. Basically, it's a reload for your hand. A Magical Mallet, very, very nice. Dragon Matrix, again, another very, very good card. You can use it as a normal summon to go into Linkuriboh, or just discard it to trigger off the effects of Titan, which is very, very nice again, and it surges itself out. Dragon Roar is also probably one of the better cards in the set. Just letting you special summon a Thunder Dragon monster from your deck in defense mode when it's banished, and also it returns to the hand, so you then get it for your next turn play. So triggering off a bunch of effects, it's very, very nice. Allure of Darkness, just for consistency, just drawing 2 cards and getting, banishing the Thunder Dragon Dark, the Thunder Dragon Roar, or if you need to a BLS, triggering off their effects and getting 2 cards, always very nice. Brilliant Fusion, that's literally to go into your Gemini monster to then go into your Thunder Dragon Titan. Gold Sark is very similar to Battleman Solar. It starts off your plays, and that's basically it. Instant Fusion, again, as either getting things for some Summoner, or for getting a fusion target to go into Titan, and then, of course, Thunder Dragon Fusion, if you really need to go into Titan. It's another way to do it using things that's been banished or in your graveyard. So, very, very good, very very fun deck, and one that, you know, people will just rage quit on you because it is a very degenerate deck. And this isn't as degenerate as it can be. This is pretty much pure Thunder Dragon. You can have Chaos Thunder Dragon, Dino Thunder Dragon. I think Fairy Tail Snow isn't banned in this game, so you could have a deck involving her as well. So there are a whole ton of different variants of Thunder Dragon you can have. But we have Kamen Attack and Thousand Eyes Restrict. That's going to be our 2 instant fusion targets. Restrict is very, very good just for going second, stealing your opponent's monster, then linking it off. That's pretty cool. Of course, Colossus shuts down your opponent's deck searching, and then Titan is the one that will pop cards on the field, and of course both of them do have protection built into them. And then we have like a very generic extra deck package, you know, just Borrow Load. We have the Nightmares, we have Land for Linkus, Linkuriboh, and some Summoner to essentially use with our plays. So of course, Land for Linkus, if we have 2 monsters on the field that aren't Thunders, we can use that instead of some Summoner. Linkuriboh for the Thunder Dragon Matrix, or for getting rid of a hand trap for an Effect Vader or something. And then this side deck is just like some random cards I was trying out with different versions of the decks. You can see I was playing a Chaos version, I was playing a bunch of different stuff, but this deck build is pretty good. This will destroy the campaign if you want to play it for that, and online it will make people rage quit, but it will hard lose pretty much to anything that changes the type of a card, because yeah, that might be a bit of an issue for going into your Thunder Dragon, a Colossus, or your Titan, which is your main 2 plays. So if your end board looks like, you know, 3 Colossuses or a Titan and 2 Colossuses or whatever, you're doing things right. So that's going to be my first little look at Thunder Dragons. I'm sure we'll come back to it at some point with a more fun, a more enhanced build with dinos or something sometime down the line. Let me know down below what deck you want to see me cover next on the channel, and we'll get some live duels and some deck overview in it as well. Thanks for watching, I'll see you all in the next Duelist video. See you then. Wait, it's not Duelist, it's Legacy of Duelist Link Evolution. Okay, see you all in the next Link Evolution video. See you then.